Shalom. Hello. I'm a landscape artist living in an area that is perfectly suited for plein air painting. And so this is the beginnings of my journey sharing with you plein air painting in this beautiful part of the world. And I decided that I'll start with the manufacture of my pochade box, my plein air painting easel and box that I will use in this series. So join me on this journey of plein air painting in the mountains in South Africa. Okay, so the box is all done, and I'll just put it next to the French box easel so you can see the difference. It's a lot more bulky, not something you're going to carry around with you if you're hiking. If you're going from place to place in a vehicle, then no problem. I love the French box easel, and I most certainly will continue using it. But for walking, hiking, going up the mountains, the smaller pochade box is much more useful. And so I put a handle on it, and um, everything that I have, the hinges, the latch, the handles, everything is all things that I have in my garage lying around that I didn't have to buy. So I haven't had to buy anything for this box. And the handle is really to hang. So you see it's on screws with just a button, and as you can see, there's like a buttonhole that I've cut in the leather. So I can detach this handle, and I can put my paper towel. I can put my paper towel on the handle. So when I say paper towel, I'm really referring to toilet paper. So a small roll of toilet paper is easier to carry around than a roll of paper towel. And also, it's very useful for other things when you're on the trail. So the latch that I had, I actually started off another box. So the hinge that I had, so the box now opens, and you see now it has a flap on a hinge, as I was describing before. That flap opens so you can access your canvases. So I'll show you how I made the canvases. And I can, in fact, fit 5 canvases in this lid. The idea was so that you put them back to back, and so you can fit more canvases in, even wet, so that they go back to back, and then there's a gap in between, holds them away from each other. So even you can have 5 wet paintings in your lid. That's the lid, the canvas configuration. Then I have included spaces. So you'll see from the Alaprima, if you look into Alaprima Pochade, they have a beautiful easel arrangement, which is all adjustable, and you can fit much bigger canvases than this idea. Being what I wanted for, I'm not going to take bigger canvases. I'll use the French box, and that'll be vehicle stuff if I do bigger canvases. So I made spaces. I found that if I want my canvas higher than my palette, then I put 2 different size spaces to lift up my canvas, and that works pretty well. Just put them in those slots, and it lifts up the canvas, so it gives a little bit more adjustability, which is great. This is an idea from that Alaprima does, and they have a lock for the drawers that is on a spring, and then when you close the lid, it pushes it down and it locks the drawer. So of course I don't have the mechanism, so I just took a nail, drilled the hole, and I put the nail in there, and then when the lid closes, it holds it in place. So it just means that I have to actually lift the nail to open the drawer, which is no schlep at all. But I really love that feature about the Alaprima box. So if you like my box, then definitely look up Alaprima, because theirs is just, in my opinion, like the Rolls Royce of Pochade boxes. So I've shown you the handle, the latches, the drawer handles I just made with a piece of leather and a dowel and a hole pulled through, and you can see just tied a knot in the leather on this side, and it holds it nice and tight, and that's all you need as a handle for the drawers. And then they're not big and bulky and get in the way of anything, so that works like a charm. Alrighty, so I think before I put that away. So first of all, this is the kind of day pack. There is enough space in the cooler itself with the pochade box inside to have extra snacks and things. So the toilet roll, of course, and then extra snacks and things that you might like to take. It's always nice to have something to snack on. So you can see there, the box is in, and there's still a lot of space that you can add a jersey, a raincoat, some snacks. So that is ideal. Then of course the tripod attached just to the frame, to the chair part itself, and then I usually take an umbrella. So there's the chair, the box inside, and it has shoulder straps, so it is in fact a backpack. So with the umbrella and the tripod attached, then this would be perfect day pack to go out for the day and have food, have something warm, and be able to sit and paint anyway. So in this environment where we are, it is ideal because I can walk out of my house into the mountains and go and paint. So this will be the thing I probably use the most. My backpack, my hiking bag, would be for an overnight. So if I were going to go somewhere for a night or two, then I would take my backpack, and the backpack what is already packed. There's food. No, not the food out. I would put it at the top to protect it from when you're hiking and you get tired and you take your bag off and you just drop it on the ground. Usually I've got my sleeping bag or soft things at the bottom. And you always want to pack a hiking bag, the heavy stuff on the top. So I would put my box on the top. There it is. So this would be for a painting camping trip. So then I don't mind the extra weight because then I won't be doing such extreme hiking. I'll just be walking from place to place. So let's set up the box and show you how things fit. So first up is mounting it to the tripod. So that goes on there, like that. Can we see that? I'm doing with one hand now, so it goes on, screws in there, and then we can load it. So there she is, all loaded up, mounted on. So there she's all set up, and I've set the canvas at the height I quite like. In fact, the whole easel I want to drop a bit, so that the palette is kind of at elbow height. But there we have the setup. Paper towel, toilet roll on the front, easel canvas setup, and paints, brushes. This won't go there, but I find this a very, very indispensable tool when you wanting to frame your picture, and it is very close. That will just slide in there between the canvases. So these canvases are back to back, so they don't touch, and that'll just slide in there between them. So when it's all packed up, that'll be there between the canvases. I will get smaller tubes. I do, in general, even in the studio, I use a very limited palette. So if I've got red, blue, and yellow, and white, I'm happy with some burnt umber. So magenta, yellow ochre, lemon yellow, just a little bit of, and then cobalt blue, because cobalt blue is more versatile. I can use red and blue to make the ultramarine, so it's plenty. Then medium, and this side I've got a solvent, and then my little pot for my medium. So a little pot will have my medium in it. So as I'm working, I can dip it in there, and then an assortment of brushes. And you might think, well, what is these look very much like watercolor brushes, soft bristles, and it's really because that's what I enjoy, even working with oil. I work in oil. I don't know if I've ever said that. So I work in oil predominantly, and but I really like soft bristles. So and these dagger style brushes are really, really cool. They're very versatile for a wide range of uses. So you can get away with a lot with just, I've got 3 of these daggers, and you can do so much with just those three. But then I also, I like detail, so then I need the fine rounds. So that's the setup. Everything I need fits. It's very compact, very small, and I can paint away with that setup very happily. I've got everything I need, and it makes it very, very mobile.